almost ready. So, had a bit of a whip round with the Eubank. A bit far away, aren't you? Right? What are you doing over there? This is my technology. I'll just show you. You're on the box. Anyway. So, let's do this. Still a bit. Get a box. Well, here's a box. Let's get a box. It's a bit low now, isn't it? It's just, if you put it too low, fuck. That's my backing singers, is it? Oh, good, I didn't drop it on anything. It could break. Well, the sound effects. Now, I don't know what the picture's going to be like because I couldn't be bothered to test it, quite honestly. It's a different phone, and I don't know what the quality's like. I don't know what the settings are. It doesn't matter what the settings are because somebody keeps changing them behind my back anyway. So you get what you get. If you don't like it, there are other places. So you two fucking come here. Sit. Behave yourself. Oh, we're gonna get Zen. Now and then. That was then as this is now. That's good. So sometimes you just can't. You don't want this on. You know what I mean? Okay. This is for capricious corns. Yeah, I think you really did a loud ding, don't you, Capricorn? It's as much ding as you can get. Fool. Right. I love my Capricorns. I do. This is to get rid of Stephen's brigade. To make way for the cherubim and seraphim. Please and thank you. Oh, it's Palm Sunday as well, I forgot. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. So today we're going to use the Hieronymus Bosch deck. So there's going to be some reading. If you don't like reading, if you don't like my voice, why are you here? So because I don't know this deck particularly well, but it's been calling to me. You're going to get all artsy about it. I thought I must, and actually it's going to be a good learning process for everyone involved if you can hack it. So get comfortable. I will try and speed read it as much as possible. But it's just, instead of having four, oh, fuck me, sideways with the bar pole. Instead of having 4 suits of 14 cards, 10 and 4, yeah, they have 8 suits of 7 cards. So it's more interesting across, and not so deep, if you know what I mean. But obviously, meaning is that this is the page of skates. So just as a bit of a flavour, let's see. So this, I mean, wanted to be noticed, didn't it? Pick me. It's the page of skates. Okay. Are you? Page of skates. Our young page of skates has become a prince. He's learned his lesson and is unlikely to fall through the ice again. However, his arm and his legs are bent and seem to be going in different directions. Oh, that's difficult. His heart still lacks a true love for being on the ice. The Prince of Skates has the talent and skill to do whatever he wants, but he can't figure out where to place his intention. Sometimes when we're presented with too many choices, we become paralyzed. It's a bit like the 7 of Cups. All options seem equally attractive or unpleasant. Consider your options, remember your goal, and then charge forward in the direction that fits your desire. There you go. Someone's asked me if I'm sucking lemons or something. I can't see that. So. Here we go. This is a clean, clear space, no negative energy. If you try and understand that, that's the answer to your question. No negative energy. So actually, that reminds me, you should probably get rid of any residual negative energy. Oh, loon. You can type away, you can do that 100 typing as much as you like now. What you want? Huh? You have nothing better to do. Oh, Shatan, one of yours is here. Get him. Or was I taking it out on you? No. I'll say it was. My hands are above the table. My head is above the table. I have to look down to see what's trying to come back up at me, but I do everything above that level. I have a knowledge of down there because I've had to protect myself, but everything I do is flat and up. Okay. For the Muppets. So if you're expecting a demon show, you're not going to get it. It's not what I do. All right. Once and for all. This reading. But good to make that clear. Thank you. Thank you very much. How neglectful of me. I must put pen to paper and get a little introduction written. So anybody who's expecting a demon's fireworks show can jog on. So thank you, because you've highlighted something that I've been neglecting to do. I just haven't had time to do it. So whoever that was, I can't even get to the name, but who thought I was sucking lemons or conjuring demons or whatever it was. I hope you find it somewhere else. So, in with that and out with verve. Make the world a little warmer. Yep. So, let's key hand cream. I'm going to because my hands are. I was whipping around with the Eubank. Right. My hands are a bit dry. Oh, I know where it is. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's see what we can rustle up. Actually, what I will do, since you showed an interest in demons, watch the two things about the dream earlier on. That'll be demon enough for you. Then you can write me a thank you for afterwards. Seems to be quite verbal. Oh, the sin of pride. So this is for Capricorn, current energy, sin of pride. The Princess of Berries. That's a good card. I think you have to wait to see that. Hieronymus Bosch was what a sense of humour. And how many was it? 500 years ago or something? Right. Well, I'm going to take the rest off the bottle now because I'm getting too hot. Okay. I'm going to take this off and sweat like a whore in church. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Lovely. Oh, so we've done those. Cool. Oh, so what's the underlying? What's it? Okay, the understand. The flower pusher. Okay. I think that's the card for Libra. Who will buy my beautiful flower? Right, well, the first flyer. Ooh, 10 of Cups, lovely. There we go. 2 of Cups on the bottom. Okay. Don't leave the door. Where's the pissing book now? I just saw it. You can't have an oracle card. It's that simple. There we go. Right, that's all. That's all the zipping about I'm going to do. So this is the Sufi oracle deck. You got bish, you got bash, you got brush. Again, you get the bottom one. Transformation. Okay. That's good. Let love transform you forever and ever. Amen. And also with you. The transformation. And all who say in you. Transformation. What you live of transformation. Rumi calls you to feel the winds of change carrying you toward a wonderful transformation in your life. Snip, snip. He has come to remind you that life is an opportunity to learn and a joy to live. As you experience life, you learn to transform it in accordance with your specific terms and requirements. Some changes are complex, some require insight, and some are done intuitively. Making a move from your comfort zone requires you to surrender willingly to a new life that is unknown to you. Faith and dedication are 2 necessary conditions that will help relieve you from what is not satisfactory in your present situation. Rumi sees the power of love as the maker of such a change. He calls you to use this power as the energy and guide to create a new life. By allowing love to be your guide, you will search beyond what has been familiar to you, and you will be much more aware because you will be longing to dwell within the very existence and presence of your beloved. By submitting to love, you will be able to receive its spiritual guidance. Love. I'd love, love. Like a butterfly, you can break out of the smallness of your cocoon and fly to freedom and joy. By reaching deeper inside... no, it's not that kind of party. By reaching deeper inside and utilizing your inner power, you will let the challenges and predicaments that come along lead you toward new and creative experiences in life. There you are. So it sounds like Ditch the Bitch. Get on down, woo. Time is it? Oops. It's all Gary Pete Tom. Who gives us stuff? Oh, that's upside down. Hello. If I can get up and change that, because that's going to happen again. You're still a bit high there, aren't you? Okay. I'm going to take you off the box and put you there. Okay. Deal with it if you don't like it. So this is all about transformation then. Bop. Excuse me. So a bit of reading then. So you got the sin of pride. This is your current energy. Sin of pride. A woman wearing a headpiece stands. Oh, crap. Oh, there you go. So she's got a bucket on her head, basically. It's a very old-fashioned hat. So a woman wearing a headpiece stands with her back to the viewer. A demon in a matching headpiece is holding up a mirror so she may not see her yes. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Yeah, got it. A demon in a matching headpiece is holding up a mirror so she may see her reflection and adjust herself. The woman is so wrapped up in looking at herself and enjoying her own appearance, she's ignorant that her back is turned to the audience, or us. We see these narcissistic tendencies every day on social media. Pride also extends to people who talk ceaselessly about their own life and accomplishments, ignoring those of the people around them. If the sin of pride appears in a reading, it generally points to the reader's inner condition. Capricorn, you've got some work to do. It might be a spiritual condition if the suit of cups is nearby. Oh, well, bingo, you got the 10 of cups. Ain't you? Full on pride, aren't you? What about though? Come on, let's find out. A physical condition connected to health or well-being, or a stumbling block for their ego. Oh, here we go. Capricorn's ego. Someone's hit them in the wallet, haven't they? I worked so many hours for that at £2.5 per hour, and that works out. Oh, at those books. Don't smudge my decimal point. Pride covers many aspects of the human ego. All should be examined to ensure there are no inner impediments to success and growth. Well, there you are. That's told you, isn't it, Capricorn? So, the 10 of Cups, so it's a very emotional thing. So what we need to do, I mean, everyone suffers from pride, so let's be honest. It just depends what degrees and sort of what your triggers are. So let's see what we can do to, if this is your current energy and it's 10 of Cups, it's really fucking you up. And that's not nice. That's not nice to think about. So how do we dial it down? I'm guessing within there somewhere there's a bit of an 8 of Swords, your inner critics in that. It has to be because, well, it just has to be. It goes without saying, doesn't it? So what's the trigger? What's triggering this for Capricorn? Because it's not, okay, I just had a bit of a silly laugh about it, but I don't like to think of anybody stuck in that, first of all, you've got to laugh. Maybe that's what you got to laugh at yourself. You go, oh God, I'm doing this. Why am I pushing my own buttons? It feels like somebody's triggered you, but they've got you so well trained that all they have to do is trigger you slightly, and then you go into this self-destructing spiral. They've groomed you or trained you to do that. So it's like those spinning tops, and they just have to go. By the time you've done about 5 revolutions, you forget that they even triggered you in the first place, and you're blaming it on yourself, and you're beating yourself up. It's mea culpa, mea ultima culpa thing. It's not your fault. Somebody's pressing your buttons, not you. You can't do all that by yourself. You can't get to the 10 of Cups. That you're maxing out on this. The Knight of Wands, yeah, it's disruptive energy. I mean, look, absolutely. King Kong's kicking off in your head. So it could be a Leo, Knight of Wands. But that's what's going off in your head. I mean, look, in your head, you're throwing everything around the room. You're smashing, you're smashing up the apartment in your head. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, pig. And I hate your mother too. That kind of thing. So who It's judgment. It's judgment. Somebody's sort of been. Is it social? Is it peer group pressure or something? I don't know. Is it peer group pressure? Because judgment seems like you're scared to do something because of what other people might say. And that's no way to live a life, is it? I'm just going to go get another deck of cards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit! I don't know the pages. So we've got the Knight, the Queen, the King of Pentacles. We've got. I'm just going to get all the court cards out of another deck to find out who it is. King of Swords, King of Cups. We don't want pages because they don't apply to anybody. So King, the Knight of Cups. For page. No. Yes. So we're on the King of. We're waiting for the King of Wands. Come on, Dad. Oh, Queen of Wands. Okay, that'll do nicely. That'll learn you as well. Okay. So I do like the characters in this. This is the Thelema deck, and so we've got the King, the Queen, the Knight of Wands, the King, the Queen, the Knight of Swords, and of Cups, and of Pentacles. So I'm taking the court cards out. We'll find out who it is that's triggering Capricorn, because that's not nice energy. Actually, the last thing you need is me laughing about it. So, but that's, as I said, that maybe you need to laugh about it. You've lost your sense of humour, haven't you? I mean, I don't know that Capricorns are known for their sense of humour, but they're funny people, aren't they? But they're not funny, huh? Funny as in stand back 200 feet. Yeah, that goat might kick. So, who knows? This is actually... yeah, anyway. Well, that's better off in the oven, aren't we? So, let's do the process. Brush, Alakazam. So, who's winding up the lovely goat? Who's getting on the goat's goat? Oh, you got two people. Oops. Oh, King of Wands. Oops, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. And the King of Pentacles. Oh. Excuse me. So why is... So you've got Sagittarius and a Virgo, basically, tap dancing all over Capricorn's feelings. Oh dear, what a pity, how sad. This sounds like a same-sex thing then. Oh, are you stuck in a three-way? Yeah. Hold on my calls. Okay. There's another one of these. I'll just take it off the bottom. The Fool. You want to start again with somebody else, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what this. What was this about? Transformation. Transformation. It was telling you to ditch the bitch. Yeah, it was ditch the bitch, wasn't it? Transformation. The winds of change. Moving from your comfort zone. So yeah, you're staying in a loveless marriage, aren't you, for the money? Or something like. Yeah? You fool. You can snuggle up to your cash registers a little lumpy, but it rains. What are you doing? What are you doing? What on God's green earth are you doing? The love of money is the root of all evil. And you're choosing money over love. It sounds like a cheap fortune cookie joke or something. Where's your head, Capricorn? Where is your head? You're not even loving yourself. You're certainly not loving the other person. You're not loving yourself. All you're loving is money. And money is not going to love you back. Sorry, that sounds really preachy, but what a way to live your life. How transactional are you being? It's not even transactional. It's an unrequited love with the green stuff. What a waste of a life. Sorry. Sometimes you get stuck. I'm pressing my buttons now. What's this? Two of Swords. You're stuck. Yeah, absolutely. Stuck. With the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is disappointment. The harvest time is not here yet. So you can see it. You've made. Oh, it's cheaper to keep her, isn't it? Cheaper to keep her. Well, actually, all you need is an Ace of Wands. Absolutely. You need to Ace of Wands it out of there. Wherever you go. Certainly not with a lumpy mattress full of used notes. Anyway, where are we up to? The Princess of Berries. Okay. Again, I don't know what the video quality is like. It's a phone I've never used before on this day. Princess of Berries. Here we go. Princess of Berries. Courtship, love, romance, relationship. The only princess in the minor arcana, the Princess of Berries, embodies courtly romance and the ideal of true love. This is what's coming in. That was your core energy. So actually, you might be doing. Hey, you might be doing this transformation then. But this is what's coming in. You've changed your mind, haven't you? Well, you will be. Something's going to snap anyway, isn't it? She sits on the ground with a large berry between her. I don't want to know where a berry is. Between her legs. She has carefully peeled. Oh no! You make me say womb again in a minute. She has carefully peeled back the top and is enjoying the fruit. Come on. While her suitor watches her with a smile on his face. Is that a smile? Is that his face? The suitor has already presented one berry to the princess and has a second one ready to bestow. Sounds like he's spiking her drink. He's drugging her, isn't he? This is not a one-night stand or a fly-by-night romantic tryst. He genuinely loves her and wants to provide for her. Oh, okay. Considering the position of the berry, absolutely, we can also be assured that they will have a courtship that is both sexual and passionate. Well, there you go. We should have spoke that into existence, didn't we? And the Six of Pentacles is about a tap. I always think it's about a tap. And he wants to turn, you see, I mean, it's all about the money there, isn't it? He wants to turn the tap. You see, he's put one hand, he's got a picture there. He wants that money through his hand to go to that girl there. So it's the flow and the direct. Why is it glowing? It's his intention that his wealth or abundance goes to that girl. Now, other people can try and get in the way of that. So that could be love or what have you. So it's almost like he's picking it up and putting it there. So he's changing changing direction. The tap. Page of Cups, not everything's as it seems. So yeah, somebody might be trying to get in the way of something. Ten of Wands, it's going to be hard work. But most things that are hard work are worth it, or anything worth it, so it's hard work. Seven of Cups, you might have to lose a few bits and pieces, just stuff to actually get airborne and get out, to rise above it, to get above the clouds and the confusion. Knight of Swords, yeah, I would get a plan. Don't do it on the day. Have a grab bag ready if you need to run. Make sure your passport's in it, some credit cards, a bit of cash. Change your clothes, toothbrush, razor blade. Know what your train times are, your bus times are. And if you need the apps for travel things, get them on your phone now. The worst thing to do is to have to download an app when you're desperate or you're frantic. It feels like it takes 2 hours. It's like shouting, come onto a red traffic light. Get even practice your escape plan. Even have a gym bag in the boot of the car with some chocolate bars or some muesli bars, some water, sleeping bag maybe, something warm, some trainers, an umbrella, that kind of stuff. If you're in this situation where it feels like you've got to get out of it, you know. It almost feels like you've made the emotional decision to go. You just got to put your body through it. So just know that on the day that you do decide to shift, you haven't forgotten anything important like your passport or your tax reference or your social security number or anything like that. Anything you might need to prove your identity anywhere or get out of the country or get across a state border or anything like that. Don't leave that to chance. So get a checklist, get it. So even though it might feel like an emotional thing at the time, it's an emotional level trigger based on a plan, a loose plan. Otherwise, you'll be panicking on top of it. You'll be kicking yourself with regret, thinking, shit, stupid me, I've forgotten. Get your plan together so everything is just emotional on the day, so it's just a froth on the coffee, not the whole shebang. Okay, this is the Page of Vessels. Someone's shooting arrows out there. Okay. I'm just a reader. Mr. Bosch from 500 years ago had a bit of a sense of humour. Is it Page, isn't it? Page of Vessels. So, hard work, dedication, loyalty, career. A hooded person climbs a ladder while holding a stick with a vase hanging from its handle. The Page of Vessels is accomplishing several things successfully despite the obvious challenges. He's managing to make steady progress even with an arrow in his backside. Oh, it's not coming in. Okay, someone shot it in there. The contrast of light and blackness represent what the page has to gain or lose. If he loses his footing, he will fall into oblivion. But if he can persevere and make it to the top, the page will receive a great reward. The symbolism of this card will be evident to anyone who has worked in a corporate job, attempting to climb the ladder and balance your own career and personal life, while toxic co-workers fire arrows at you, hoping to see you fall. This is your strength position. So you can obviously do 10 things at once with a firecracker at your jacksie. Okay. It's not my choice of outfit, but I might have been in a similar situation. It wasn't a ladder, though. It was, Queen of Swords. I'm not gonna do the Libra version. Where's that? It's so glowy. I'm trying to see how to do it. Anyway, you've got to be more discerning. This is you. This is exactly it. You've got to cut out. It's time to chop wood or whatever they call it. You can do it. You can make it to the top of that ladder. Of course you can, but not with everything that you want to take with you. You've got to cut off. This is it. It's a spring clean. Spring clean, like a radical spring clean. What is important? Well, what is crucial to you? Is that what do I need, and then what do I want? Let's do the health button. 6 of Wands. Yeah, you would be successful. You just got to streamline. Getting down to basics. There you go. You've got the kind of transformation already. You got the Death card. This is good. It's going to be your strength, and actually, it'll lead to more strength upon strength upon strength. 7 of Wands. Yeah, you've got the 6 of Wands there, success, and you'll be straight onto the 7 of Wands, and you'll be able to lock it down. You'll be able to get success and then boundary, success, boundary, lock it in. I think if you make this move, you will surprise yourself. I think you might have forgotten just how strong you are, because it feels like someone's been tearing strips off you. And if you don't get out now or soon, you're self-confident. You may never get it back. It feels sort of like precipice stuff. Whoever you are, I hope. Really hope so. King of Berries. No, this is your weakness or your challenge. I always think she looks like Grace Jones with a fantastic hat on. Slave to the rhythm. Yeah, to the rhythm. Where are we? Berries. Berries. Books, berries, vessels, swords, skates, birds. Berries. King of Berries. Yeah. Energetic project, coordination, leadership. Oh, I can't do that. So this is your struggle, okay? A nude man walks through his domain with a large retinue of followers. Beside him, a dark woman carries berries upon her head and in her hand. The king of berries is not a tyrant or greedy ruler. This king shares his fruit with anyone who wishes to enjoy it. Looks like it too. The woman beside the king is not his wife, but she has the wellspring of life growing from her. I'm guessing she's pregnant, doesn't mean? A vine rich with grapes grows around her upper thigh, suggesting she is fertile. Oh, and an active participant in the king's prosperity. This king represents a capable and able leader, someone who can finish tasks competently and knows how to inspire others to work together to accomplish a greater goal than they could do on their own. There's a difference between lonely and alone, you know. Maybe you've got a fear of being on your own. Well, get a hamster. Oh well, on top of that comes that tower. This is your problem, isn't it? Ace of Pentacles. Cheaper to keep her. But then you're being cheap, aren't you? You're being very cheap. You're selling yourself short, aren't you? I'm just trying to think what it would be like to to detest. I couldn't fuck anybody who I didn't respect. I mean, I've had sex with people who I didn't know if I respected them or not, and I wasn't like to find out. And that's anonymous, gratuitous, meaningless sex. So you do indiscriminate sex when you're younger. It doesn't matter, does it? But to settle down with somebody to the extent where it's cheaper to keep her, how do you expose yourself, open yourself up sexually, emotionally to someone who you would happily push down the stairs? That's what it feels like. How do you do that? I'm guessing they know you want to go, and they're putting all kinds of blocks in place, possibly using children or blackmail or something like that, to keep. Why do they want to keep you there? What is in it for them to keep you there? You can't. You're not God's gift, are you? What is the power or benefit that they gain from keeping you stuck? Let's ask that question. What is it? Well, you got the Ace of Pentacles there, so that belongs to the. So what is it? What's their motive for keeping you stuck in a cesspit? Oh, get a bag and get out of there. Three of Swords. They're a sociopath, psychopath, the wrong path. They want to damage you. They're a masochist. It's a sadist. A fucking sadist. You saw that. I asked the question, what do they get from keeping you there? They just want to break your fucking heart. They want to see you miserable. They derive pleasure from seeing you get that. And this is in your struggle challenge. That's abuse. It's cheaper to keep her. And what are you buying? What are you buying by being cheap and short? You're buying that. You put yourself in an early fucking grave. Is your life that cheap? You must think so, because your self-esteem's on the floor. And this is what upsets me about people in this kind of, because I've been in this kind of position myself. And you think, oh, it'll be all right. He just had a bad day. There's always a reason. Because I bet you are hiding so much from your friends. That you probably look at your friends. You go out for a drink with your friends, and you're talking about everything apart from what you're desperate to talk about. And you go, God, and you almost sort of drill this stare into your face. Can't you see the fucking pain I'm going through? Please come on. And you get, and look, but it never comes out your mouth. It was almost like all in a stare. So, please, God fucking help me. And you're almost blaming your friends for not noticing what's going on, but you're doing such a good job of hiding it. You're asking too much of your friends here to notice it. Because you've got Hollywood world-class makeup over these bruises, haven't you? And I bet nobody's been in your home for a long time. You meet people in the pub or at their place, so they can't actually see the atmosphere in your home. You make up so many excuses. But there's going to be one friend who notices something like, why haven't you bought yourself any new clothes for a while? Where's all your money going? Because you said you were saving up for a car, but that was 6 months ago. There's no new car. Where is your money going? What's going on with you? So somebody's going to clock something like that. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Well, this is Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles. She looks like a very unhappy Meryl Streep, don't you think so? Meryl and the French lieutenants. Oh. There's a whole language to the language of the fans. Language of fans. But having said all that, it's a very blocking pose, isn't it? They sort of don't look. I have to be here for society, because if we didn't come, we come to this ball every year. But please don't look at me. Look at that. That's so pretty. Back off. Don't even look at me. And all those ruffles in that dress, they're hiding. You can't see what her figure's like. I mean, she could be hiding a machine gun under there. I mean, but it's a lot of disguise. There's a lot of masking going on there, isn't there? But actually not wearing a mask. Talking about two lovers wearing masks. They don't know who each other are. That sums this whole bloody thing up. They're not even touching each other. It's what I was saying before. They're staring. I mean, they've covered the rest of their face. They're staring at each one. But it's not the kind of thing I was talking about, in the pub with a friend. It's almost like they're hypnotized. I remember a relationship I was in with an Aries, and it turned into an emotional slugfest. And I got out of it several times. I thought, up with this I will not put no more. But then something happened. I can't remember what it was now, but it's not important. But the part of it is, it's like leotards at dawn or hand grenades at breakfast type thing. And you're that invested in doing the damage, doing the coup de grace, and right, that's it. I dump you. I walk out on top. I win. And then you get sucked back in. Because they do something to you. And then you go, right, I'll have that. A bit like, what's that movie? War of the Roses with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. Fab movie. Great chandelier. Pissing in the food. Didn't he run over a dog or something like that? Don't do that. I must watch that. I love that. It's one of my favourite movies. Nobody's ever going to win that. It's degrees of losing. And that is the cheapest to keep her. It's a downward spiral to self. And as I remember at the end, aren't they both dead on the floor underneath a collapsed chandelier? They both lose. Because what might have started off at the beginning is two people inspiring each other and ratcheting each other like that. Something happened, and it's cogs down now. But at least you had hope to elevate it. Now there's a point where it actually goes into free fall. And I hope. Is there a third party involved? Because there's another face at the top there. Is there? Have you got anywhere to go? If you haven't, why not? Have you looked in? If it's an abusive thing, have you looked into refuges? It might not be what you want, but we're talking about what you need, not what you want. And you will always need somewhere to lay your head. Is it a child? Is somebody using a child? Because that face is a lot younger and a bit more. Is somebody... Are they using your kids as a weapon? go to an independent psychologist or psychiatrist, have a session, and also your GP, and give them a no emotions, facts only, a factual account of what's going on, and any legal history or financial history. And this is about the health of the relationship and the health of you. So you get a clean bill of health for mental stuff, so they can't accuse you of being crazy. So you get that banked. Go to your GP and say, this is causing me. I have a number of options, but I'm letting you know now I'm very stressed. You might be on antidepressants. If that's the case, then yes. And say, look, I don't want to updose, or I don't want stronger. I have to make a change because I can't carry on what I'm doing and ask for a higher dosage of pill if I'm not going to help myself. You can't rely on medication for that. Then you need a solicitor to back up what the psychiatrist or the psychologist have said. So it's almost that you've got to. This is all part of your prep plan, isn't it? And if a kid is being used as a weapon, you mentioned that, because those are threats. Like, you'll never see your child again type thing. Well, they can't do that unless there's another factor, like this, like sex tapes or photographs, or you've done something illegal and they know about it. So what have they got over your head? For the rest of are you going to let them have that over you? Something's hanging over your head, isn't it? Here. So it's like a sort of Damocles thing, isn't it? So can I just say, you must be feeling very lonely here. And you must be feeling like you're the only person this has ever happened to, but you're not. There's nothing new under the sun. Shakespeare was writing about this 500 years ago. You're not the first. You're not the most special. You're not going to be the last, unfortunately. There will be solicitors or legal advisors who are experts at getting around this, punching through it, digging underneath it, or going over the top of it. Think about all the different techniques and ploys, some more dubious than others, in divorce things. You get people who should be paying an awful lot, paying very little because their lawyers got them out of it. Go and get some legal advice on it. Go to Citizens Advice Bureau first to see if you qualify for some free help to help find the right specialism for it. But we're talking about, I don't know where the legal thing in this, but it's like, if you married somebody, they will get half of what you put in. Well, let them have the half. Because at the moment, if you stay in it, they get all of it, and you. They get you, and you're more important than the half that you might lose. It's grubby, isn't it? Really fucking grubby. But you are worth much more than your money. You can start again. You're going to lose half of it, aren't you? If you've got a decent lawyer, you won't lose that much. Because there's abuse going on here. If you've done something illegal, get advice from a solicitor. Be honest about it. Don't try and hide from it. And you won't be the first person who actually says, do you know what, I need to own up to this. And it takes a sting. Whatever weapon they're using, go and confess to, if it's a legal thing, go and say, do you know what, I can't live with this anymore. And actually, you might even just get a fine or something. That you probably won't get a custodial thing. obviously he must get legal advice on it, but I'm just trying to find a way out of this problem. The proper steps to take. So I'm sort of excavating it from there. But this will be the death of you. There's so much stress here. I hate seeing it. Let's get another card. Anyway, let's move it on a bit. Well, I've one more for there. The world. Absolutely. It's got to end. It absolutely has to end. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Yeah. Okay. I can't remember what I just said. It just came out of my mouth. Okay. So this is what you got to clear out. It's the Queen of Coins. You got a nun with a hand out, basically. What does that say? Queen of Coins. Asking for help. Asking for help, poverty, using your skills. An old woman wearing a nun's habit is being presented with an empty plate. Beside her sits a disembodied head on a pair of legs. What? Ew. Yeah. An old woman wearing a nun's habit is being presented with an empty plate. Beside her sits a disembodied head on a pair of legs, balancing a golden cup between his knees. You gotta love it, Mr. Bosch. The Queen of Coins could ask her companion to sell his gold chalice to help provide for her needs, but she would rather receive a handout from a stranger. While not above begging for help, this queen has her pride. But we had the sin of pride at the beginning. And does not wish to be a burden. The nun's habit is sure to elicit support from passers-by who throw some charity to a destitute man. We can't be sure the woman really is a nun. However, her arm is clothed in a delicate pink material, suggesting she may serve a less than divine power. Okay. As with the Knight of Coins, her motives are material gain and her methods may be malicious. Therefore, she is a worthy member of her suit, Queen of Coins. So you've got an unscrupulous female. Or thief. Manipulative bitch. And we've got, it could be a male, obviously. And we've got the Chariot. We've got Cancer. Who's qualified? Clarified. She's a bit like Cher, isn't she? Oh, come on, Four of Pentacles. You're hanging on to your money because those two are waiting till you fall asleep and then they want to rob you blind. This person is robbing you blind by forcing you to stay. Can't you see that by you staying, they're winning? And they will make it increasingly suffocating. This is what you've got to get rid of. Whoever this nun is. Knight of Cups. Because you need to fall back in love with life again. You've got two ships there. Which one are you going to choose? One of them's never set sail. The other one takes you out with her. There's 3 bits of paper on the ground here. June the 20th, the 21st and 22nd. So there might be something going on last week in June. Okay, so if you clear the land, if you get rid of all that stuff and the landing strip is clear, this is what's going to come in. You got the King of Birds. Don't ask me what it is. I can't see. Yeah, I think that really is something with something in its mouth. Yeah. I didn't draw it. Oh, that's berries. Oh, I'm glad we got birds. I can't remember what birds are all about. The King of Birds. Purification, work, and ending activity. Yeah, purification. Get this. A giant bird on a golden commode. A bird on a commode is consuming men. Oh, which bit? Looks like a leg to me. Passing them through his body and ejecting them into a blue bubble. The man being eaten has birds issuing from his backside. Hang on. Oh, I see. Hang on. Can you see? That's the backside there. There is a giant bird eating naked people. Okay. And then obviously they come up into the bubble at the back. Okay, I didn't look at it that closely. Has birds is issuing birds from his backside as though the King of Birds is blowing them through the man's mouth. It is a purification process. The King of Birds is made more human as the people pass through his body, while the men being consumed are endowed with an increased ability to earn money and be active. This echoes a primitive purification ritual in which men's laziness and sloth are cleansed in the difficult passage through the bird's innards. The King of Birds also benefits as visaged by the cauldron on his head and the two vases on his feet. He is transitioning from flight or air to vessels, water, with the assistance of the man, Earth. The King of Birds may represent a father figure to the reader. Oh, wow. So this is about purification. And on top of that, you get justice. If you get this leech out of your life, purification and justice. So what are you hanging about for? 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Of course it is. No one's saying it's not going to be, but it'll be worth it in the end. And you can stop being a hermit. As I was saying before, hiding yourself away. 8 of Pentacles, yeah. It is going to be hard work. We just had that before. So what do you need to know that you don't know? Oh, okay. Whatever that says to you. It's the Knight of Berries. These birds aren't coming out his ass. Okay. Dissatisfaction, a talented person. The naked man with his head underwater balances a large fruit on his groin. Of course. How can I not understand that? A naked man with his head underwater balances a large fruit on his groin, upon which birds are roosting. So as you do. Must be springtime. The Knight of Berries is a skilled performer. You did it before. I thought it was an accident. For he can remain underwater while spreading his legs and using his hands to partially cover himself. This requires strength, talent, and determination. It sure does. Like a duck, the knight is poking his nose in the silt to find more treats to consume. Although he already has a huge berry, He still wants more and is left unsatisfied. The birds appear ignorant of their benefactor. They focus their attention on the tiny berries that have started to blossom. Leave my nuts alone. The knight and his bird friends are unsatisfied with what they possess and are striving for more. That's your whole relationship. Oh, but you've got to become the emperor. Get some cojones berries. The empress. You'll never meet your empress until you become your emperor. Oh, come on. It's there. All you got to do is leave and your empress is right there. You're not going to have time to be lonely. Come on. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you've got to walk away. Get gone. 8 of Swords. Look, it's fucking with your head. It's all over this. What are you playing at? 7 of Swords. Yeah, you've got to do it quietly. Who can help you here? For fuck's sake. I hate to think of anybody in this energy. 2 of Wands. Get moving. 6 of Cups. With the 3 of Pentacles, that's almost, don't look back. You need help moving forwards, not looking backwards. I don't know. You got the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. You need somewhere safe and secure and peaceful to live. 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and you're just not getting it. Magician. Magician. You've got everything you need to do it. You just can't see it. 4 of Cups. 3 of Cups, you might be working with slightly witchy poos people who are after your money. It is now Wheel of Fortune time for you to, High Priestess, hell out of there. Stop this 9 of Swords because this is, I mean, gosh. That's a toxic relationship. I ever saw cards for them. 9 of Swords and the Lovers. You're with the wrong person. They're going to kill you. Oh, look. Oh, come on. This is beautiful. King of Pentacles. That's where you should be. Ace of Cups, 6 of Swords. You get out of there. You got... Right. So how do we know this cycle's coming to an end? The Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins. The focus here is on him pulling something out of that guy's pocket. Okay. The Knight of Coins. Schemes, business, success by cheating. A man wearing spectacles shyly steals the purse of another man who is leaning forward. The thief appears to be engrossed in the show happening in front of him, while his hand lifts the purse of gold without getting caught. Under any other suit, this depiction would be embodied in a baron. In this suit, however, a skilled thief can be considered somewhat heroic. The thief's a fucking thief, especially if his victim is completely clueless. I don't know, it's like some fucked up logic. Although he's stealing, the Knight of Coins does have one redeeming quality. Well, you didn't get caught. He does not rob his victim of the key hanging from his waist. The knight only takes what he needs. He's not out to ruin the victim by ransacking his house and taking everything he's got. Maybe he hasn't got time. Don't judge him too nicely. This card indicates someone who is about to start their own business. I wouldn't buy off them. An entrepreneur who is already working for themselves. It suggests business savvy and the ability to fucking steal. to operate a successful enterprise rather than someone who steals or uses underhanded business tactics. I mean, you're not coming anywhere near me. Oh, temperance. You've got to find your balance. Page of Wands. That's because there's a disruptive energy. Knight of Pentacles. You're taking your time. Strength. You've got to do the right thing at the right time. And then you get to your Nine of Cups. And that is the God's honest truth. Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. You got Eight of Wands on the Temperance. There you go. King of Cups. Couple of. There you go. Let's get you a demon card to see which demon could be sitting on your exit. Yeah, this is good to go. Audio. Yeah. I'll take the bottom one. Here you go. The Five of Pentacles, Gamagin or Gamagin. You have to look that up yourself. But if you want to know which demon, Five of Pentacles. So somebody's keeping you deliberately poor or focused in a lack mentality. Five of Pentacles. You've got to find out. This is your answer straight away. Bam. Because you're worried about it's cheaper to keep her. Not if you get past the demon that's keeping you in the Five of Pentacles mindset. Gamagin. Okay? Gamagin. There's your answer. How to defeat Gamagin. Okay? Take good care.